Graph the linear equation. This linear equation is in standard form. We can graph that by using intercepts. Let's review what an intercept is. If we have an xy axis and any graph that goes through it, then this point where it crosses the x-axis is called the x-intercept. Notice at this point that x would be some number, x over, but y would be 0 because it's on the x-axis. This point here where it crosses the y-axis is called the y-intercept. At this point, x would be 0 and y would be some positive number. So, if I wanted to graph this equation using intercepts, I need to see what x is when y is 0. So, I would rewrite the equation, substituting in 0 for y, and solving. And reducing, that would be 4 here. Sorry, made a mistake. 5 halves, and it would still be negative. So, when x is 0, when y is 0, x is negative 5 halves. Now, we need to graph a linear equation, you need to have at least 2 points. So, now we need to do the same thing, except using x as 0. So, I'm going to come back up here to my regular equation, and I'm going to insert 0 in for my x, and solve what my y would be. It's a little bit easier. 5 times y is 10, so y equals 2. So when x is 0, y is 2. Now I can graph these 2 points and connect them with a line. Okay, negative 5 halves is 2.5, so that would be about right there. And then 2 would be about right here. And here would be my line. Now, there's an alternate way to do this by changing the formula into slope-intercept form. Let me show you how to do that. Okay, to graph this using slope-intercept form, I need to solve for my y by itself. So I need to get rid of this negative 4x term. Its sign is negative, so I'm going to add 4x to both sides. That would give me 5y equals, and I'm going to put my 4x first so it'll be in proper slope format, plus 10. And then I'm going to divide every term by 5. So y equals 4/5 of x plus 10 over 5 is 2. Now I'm going to graph this using 2 first because that would be my y-intercept. And remember, that's the exact same y-intercept we found using just graphing by the intercept method. And then I'm going to use my slope as 4/5. So to count slope, go from your previous point up 4 and then over 5. And it would be about right here. And that is my line. Notice that that should be the same line we graphed the other way. Now, you'll get the same answer either way you do it. There is a chance of messing this up if you choose to do it this way, just by dropping signs or something like that. So if the numbers are really easy to graph by intercepts, you might want to just go ahead and stick with it that way.